music has always been about storytelling. I've never seen the sense in crafting a story that isn't my own. Just rapping is not really that impressive anymore. There just has to be more, that you have to be a multi-layered artist. My father was like, if you really want to shock the world, you'll sing and rap. And I was like, you're crazy. This is like the worst idea possible.
Rule number 2, have a business mindset.
You said you wanted to have $25 million by the time you're 25. You did that. Mm-hmm. Now you say you want $250 million by the time you're 29. I mean, this is, given the modest way you grew up, what does money mean to you?
Well, I think less than the dollar value, it's just more about the idea of growth and business mindset too. You know, 25 million at the time seemed crazy to me, but when you start becoming a headlining touring act and, you know, brands want to get involved with you and you can go do private events and whatnot, it's, you know, you're capable of making it. And now I want to, you know, for sure, obviously keep touring, keep making music, but now I see that there's other ways, you know, as far as like, you know, this global ambassador thing, as far as maybe starting, I want to invent something. I want to start a company. I want to do something that has maybe nothing to do with music.
Rule number 3, just be you.
There's a certain, like, too niceness about you that I feel, do you feel like that about yourself? Or that the perception of you is
I'm
that?
I'm just the people's champ, man. I just let the people talk for me. I don't really get up here and just like, I don't have to tell you necessarily like all the things that I want you to know. I'd like for you to figure it out. I don't come up here with like a message or a motive, you know? I just I just put my everything into the music, and I want the people to tell everybody that it's good, not me. I'm not trying to come up here and sell you on the fact that I'm the man.
No, but you're a rapper. You're supposed to be arrogant.
I'm a new breed of rapper, you know?
That's true.
I am. I'm like actually like a real person. I'm not like up here. I don't have to like wake up in the morning and like remember, like, all right, today I gotta remember to be this guy, or else someone's gonna catch on to the fact that I'm not really me, you know? Yeah. I'm just me, man. I get to be me.
Rule number 4, do things your way.
What was the response you get as a Canadian black Jewish rapper trying to get attention in the US?
I think the details of my like background kind of came afterwards. I think what caught first was the music. And I think what became almost more appealing was like, this is the guy that, I remember those moments from people like, wait, this guy is this guy? Like people really, you know, drawing the connection. And I always say, I wouldn't have it any other way, man. I wouldn't have it any other way, because I truly don't know if I'd be here if I didn't have so much to potentially overcome, as some people may look at it. I mean, to me,
you don't look at it that way?
Not really, because you know, I'm from Toronto. I'm from a place where it's a true mosaic. You know, we're to me the most open-minded place you can possibly find yourself. So I don't ever look at it as that, you know. But there are other places that you go where it's just not so. It's not that simple, you know. And yeah, I never looked at it as overcoming anything. I was just like, man, I just got to be a good rapper. But, you know, to a lot of other people, they were like, wait, what? You're Canadian, you're Jewish, and you're half, you know, it's just like mind-blowing things to them. But like I said, yeah, I don't think that, you know, it wasn't like on my mixtape cover, it just said like the new Canadian half black Jewish. Like it wasn't like advertised. So people had to go kind of find out about me. And I think when they did, it made the story even more interesting. Like I said, I wouldn't want that to change at all.
Rule number 5, push as far as you can.
Why do you care so much about success? Have you figured that out?
I'm just addicted to it.
Why?
I think that I've sacrificed so much for it already and dedicated so much of my time that I have to push it as far as I possibly can, because I've given up a lot of years as far as maybe like nurturing like personal relationships go, and you know, trying to build things like a family or a relationship or I don't do any of that. I just kind of work. So with that being said.
And how do you feel about that?
I'm okay with that now. At this point in my life, I'm okay with that. I think it's a great age to be doing that. You know, I think maybe in 10 years, if I'm still in that mindset, I might have to like come sit back down with you and be like, yeah, we gotta have it. This is a different conversation tonight.
Rule number 6, be honest.
Is the Drake in the lyrics always you?
Yeah, 100%. Always me. There's no, I don't really exaggerate.
It's not an amped up character. It's not.
No, it's just how I feel inside. You know, of course, my feelings inside are always gonna be amped up, you know. Like I said, I was taught by a phenomenal woman, my mother, how to conduct myself on a day-to-day basis. So the person that you meet is always, or I mean, hopefully I'm always gonna be somebody who's, you know, pleasant to deal with.
Rule number 7, my personal favorite, change the way you think.
Toronto is the reason I do this. All I did was find a way to make people proud of our city. The artists from our city, their whole objective was to get out. So I just had to flip that way of thinking. All these guys, man, that are like, you gotta go to New York and make it happen. No, you don't, man. That's dead now. Do it the way The Weeknd did it. Do it the way Party Next Door did it. Do it the way I did it, you know? Do it from where you're at.
Rule number 8, strive for greatness.
What can you say about this particular gentleman from Toronto, Cardinal Official, Yorkdale Mall?
Oh man, well, I mean, one of my fondest memories was walking through Yorkdale Mall right by the bay and the old Harry Rosen. You got to know the old Harry Rosen to know about that. But turning the corner and seeing this guy standing like what looked like at the time like 7'5", wearing like a fur Kangol and like a Adidas tracksuit and I remember he was the biggest rapper in the city, and I remember I was walking in the mall. I don't remember exactly who I was with, but I turned to the person I was with and I said, I'm gonna be bigger than that guy one day. And that was my memory of Carmichael.
Be careful what you wish for.
Oh man, yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a moment, but at the same time, you know, he was to me larger than life in that mall, you know. So it wasn't like an offensive thing. It was something to strive for, you know. I wanted to be bigger than that because, you know, prior to that we had seen him come out at like Rock the Caravan with Jay-Z, and he had songs ringing off across the world. So he was our guy, you know. He was the first one to really be like a star boy from out here. So
Rule number 9, find your path.
Definitely when I started to get into my teens is when I started to take an interest in becoming a musician. You know, I remember initially I was like thinking of being a DJ. You know, I went to play the record and bought like some turntables and some records, and you know, I thought that would be kind of like maybe a moment for me, and that was maybe like at the very beginning of high school, you know. But I was always making music, you know. I was always, I had, you know, instrumentals and was always kind of rapping over these beats that I could find. I think off the time you would have to get your instrumentals off like Napster or something, you know. I was always interested in making the music.
And rule number 10, the last one before some very special bonus clips, is have fun.
So excited to be here tonight. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. See Drake in a meme. But in the seem. Another joke again. I swear we only friends, all right.
You know how good my London accent is?
Oh, dude, when you were going...
These guys came up to me like, yo, dog, you know what it is, dog. Big up yourself, bruv. You done know Drizzy Drake, dog. It's crazy, right?
That is not a bad Westwood impersonation.
South London, dog. You know what it is. But they talk like they want to shoot you in your face.
Talk crazy out there.
They're just like, yo, dog, you know what it is. You're the man, dog. You're the man. You're a legend, dog. Right?
Exactly.
What do you think Drake did hosting the ESPYs last night?
Drake, he's kind of an outlandish guy. He says that he came from the bottom, which most likely he didn't. But
very true.
He's a good guy, you know.
What would you say to Drake if Drake was here right now?
If Drake was here right now,
If Drake was here right now.
I probably would freak out and ask him if I could get a picture with him.
Really? Are you a
Yeah.
Drake fan?
Definitely.
What's your favorite Drake song right now? Let's hear it.
Right. Trophies.
Say you. Give me a little bit. Give me a taste. I want a sample. I want a sample platter.
Okay. Trophies. Am I allowed to cuss?
Sure.
Oh, bitch! I go to sleep with a suitcase. Oh my god!